How to figure out tire pressures on a Hyundai Kona. Here's the problem. Lots of people cannot figure out how to read these things. And they're like, well, I don't know, it tells me it's a max pressure amount and blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Max inflation pressure, 350 kPi or 51 psi. These are Continental Extreme Contact DWS 06s. And it's an unusual tire size for most Konas. I got 245, 45, 18s. Let's check the rears. Alright, so the rears are Falcons. These are the ZX90, let's see, what are these? The 96 ZE 960 all seasons. And blah, 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 blah. Tubeless. Production date. These are, unfortunately, it's upside down. Hope you can read that. 245, 40, 18s. And if we come around, max pressure 340 PA or 50 psi. So what do you put in here? You don't put the max tire pressure in because, well, you hope that it's something that explodes. It literally says on the tire. Come on, focus. Might be too much light. Explosion of tire rim assembly due to improper mounting. Match tire diameter, rim diameter. Never exceed 40 psi to seat the beads only. Especially trained person should mount the tire. Tire failure. Let's see if I can do this here. There we go. Tire failure due to underinflation, overloading, damage. Follow owner's manual. And tire placard in vehicle. Frequently check inflation pressures and inspect for damage. So where's this placard that everybody keeps talking about and nobody knows how to read their manual? So let's take a look. Open up the front door. My car's a mess, so we're not going to look at that. And on the inside of the door panel, there are these things. So this tells me Hyundai Motor Company, February 2018, February 2nd, 2018. It's one of the very first ones in the United States. The original tires were 235, 45, 18s. 235, 45, 18s, front and rear. That is the bolt pattern. And they are 33 psi each. 33 psi. Not the 40 or 50 for the max psi. Weird. Alright, so, wait, there's more. There's another sticker below that. Tire loading information. And oh look, tire pressure, front, rear, dimensions 235, 45, 18. Rear 235, 45, 18. Cold tire pressure. That's when it's not driving for a while. Cold temperatures. 33 psi. 33 psi. The only one that's really high is the spare tire. This model actually came with a spare tire and it's tiny. 125/80, 16. And that's 60 psi. It's a smaller tire, requires more air. See owner's manual for additional information. Maybe we should check that. Let's take a look. Ooh, the infamous Kona manual. Look, actually says 2018 owner's manual. This is the book that nobody wants to read because they're too lazy. So this book tells you everything there is to know about the vehicle. Well, at least when it was stock anyway. So let me show you how you read this. This is really easy, and I don't know why they don't teach this in school. We're going to open up the back page. See, it says the owner's manual should be considered part of the car and remain in it while it's sold or for use for the next owner. Right? So there's this thing in the back called an index. See? Index. Pages I-8. Now this is second to last page in the index. Tire pressure monitoring system. That might be important. Changing a tire with TPMS, also important. How to check tire pressure. Low tire pressure indicator. Low tire pressure telltale. And more on that, right? So what else is there? All season tires, Gotta check tire inflation pressure again. Low aspect tire ratios, radial plies, blah, blah, blah. What could it be? Let's find out. Maybe it's this one, tire specification and pressure label, 8.1. But I know there's another one in here as well, because it talks about the tire pressure in 17 different pages in the book, because, well, people don't seem to be able to figure it out. That's pretty sad. So, let's see. Well, screw it. We'll just go to 811 and see what we got there and go from there. You know, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go to tire care. See what's in there. 738. I'm going to change to page 738. Tires and wheels. This tells you about recommended cold tire pressure for your vehicle. Can be found on the label, and in the manual, and sometimes even located on the driver's side pillar, which is that's the label they're talking about. Always use a tire pressure gauge to measure the tire pressure. Too little or too much can cause unevenly causing poor handling. Also can cause possibility of tire exploding if it's too high, which a lot of people seem to do for some reason. Alright, so let's see. I know it says to replace the tires with the same size, blah, 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 but my vehicle is not stock, and the ABS system is, well, it's not in there at the moment. Tire care. See, you must always maintain recommended tire inflation pressures and stay within the load limits and weight distribution recommended for the vehicle. All specification sizes and pressures can be found on the label attached to the driver's side center pillar. Hey, that looks familiar. Recommended cold tire inflation pressures. All tire pressures, including the spare, should be checked when the tires are cold. Cold tire means the vehicle has not been driven for at least 3 hours and has been driven for less than 1 mile. Warm tires normally exceed recommended cold tire pressures by 4 to 6 psi. Do not release air from warm tires to adjust the pressures of the tires, or the tires will be underinflated. For recommended tire pressures, refer to Tire and Wheels in Chapter 8. So let's see, if we go to Chapter 8, there's the beginning of Chapter 8. Nope, actually past Chapter 8. Here we go. Can't see with the camera on my face here. Okay, let's see. Chapter 8. Specifications, consumer information, and reporting safety defects. We are looking for tire specifications. We got them in 8 and 5, 8-5, and again in 811. Let's take a look. 8-5. Wheels and tires. Ooh, look at that. Full size spare tire. So if you have a 16, it's 205/60/16. If it's a 17-inch wheel, 215/55/17, or if it's an 18, 235/45/18. Of course, the compact tire is 125/80. Front, 33 psi. Rear, also 33 psi. 60 for the spare tire. See how that line connects? That's 60 for the spare tire. All right. It is permissible to add 3 psi of standard tire pressure specification if colder temperatures are expected soon. Tires typically lose 1 psi for every 12 degrees Fahrenheit temperature drop. If extreme temperature variations are expected, recheck your tire pressure as necessary to keep them properly inflated. This is for you people in Canada and Alaska, or for that matter, Midwest, anywhere in the northern parts of the states. And air pressure generally decreases as you drive up high altitude area above sea level. Thus, if you plan to drive a high altitude area, check tire pressures in advance. If necessary, inflate them to a proper level. Air inflation per altitude, 2.4 psi per 1 mile. So at 5,240 feet above sea level, you add 2.4 psi. All right? Let's see what 8-11 was. Look. 8-11. 8-11. Ooh. Let's see. Vehicle certification label. And the tire specification and pressure label. That's the bottom one. Tires are supplied with your vehicle. It shows them to provide the best performance for normal driving. Normal driving does not exist. Everybody drives some other way. Tire label located on the driver's side center pillar gives the tire pressures recommended for your car. So recommended is 33 psi. Most of us run 36 psi and even sometimes 40. If you are front wheel drive, you can increase the rears to about 40 psi. Leave the fronts at 36. You won't have a problem with the check engine light. You won't have a problem with the TPMS light. And you'll get better gas mileage. And that's it. So if you can't figure out what you're supposed to be doing with your vehicle, there's this thing called the manual. Read the damn manual. That's all. Thank you. Have a good day.